What's up, mother people? Welcome to my mother live stream Sunday stream. What is up? First of all, I just want to say for y'all that don't know, I'm actually back in Boston. I'm not really. Hold on, it's kind of quiet in this bitch. Let me turn on some music. But yeah, I'm actually in Boston right now, which is really dope. For y'all that don't know, those flowers aren't for mothers. They're not for Mother's Day, but it was my brother's graduation, and that's why I'm back here. I'm only back here for a few days because, no lie, I'm dying from the allergies. If you don't know, I'm allergic to almost every single fucking tree out there. So when they start blooming and stuff, my nose starts running. I like, dude, I'm in hell. This is one of the reasons why I can't like live in Boston. It's just because, yo, these trees just fuck me up so bad, man. But yeah, so for this stream, I wanted to tell you one. As you can tell, my title is How My Friend Almost Got Kicked Out of Pharmacy School. So I want to tell that story. There are two snacks that I have here. I got really inspired by this like mukbang channel, by a mukbang channel. So I have this Power Crunch bar. Typically, I'll see these at 7-Eleven and stuff. But I went to Wegmans earlier with my mom and brother. Had dinner there. If you haven't been to Natick Mall and you're in the Boston area, definitely gotta check that shit out. That place is huge as fuck. It's really great. Oh shit! I just kicked my thing back. But yeah, definitely. I want to try this. I never tried the red velvet. I've tried the chocolate, vanilla. Vanilla's alright. And the mint chip. That one is bomb as fuck. What else? Got 5 people in here. For those 5 people in the stream, make sure to click that like button so it gets seen more by other people. I also have a Quest cookie that I want to try. I've tried the regular chocolate chip. That was pretty good. The chocolate chip, that was nasty as fucking. I love chocolate, man. I have a really high, like, I love dark chocolates. I love all that sort of shit. But yeah, man. So I guess I can tell you story while I'm eating this shit, but no lie, it feels really good to be back in Boston, man. It's nice checking up on my mom. I'm gonna try to visit my dad tomorrow, at the cemetery and stuff. But yeah, it's really crazy how like, oh man, this smells really good. It smells like, what are those cookies where like almost like a Nutter Butter. I'm not sure if they still make those, but those Nutter Butters with the little fucking elf on them. It smells kind of like that. Let me try this. So, for y'all that don't know, this is what it looks like. Like, a lot of protein cookies are really dry and they have this weird consistency. I don't really like it. This one's not bad. Pretty good. Mudit, or Mudit, how I always fucked up his name, is in the chat. What's up, man? This is pretty good. I would have to say, it really does taste kind of like a... It's still kind of like that dry consistency. I'm not gonna lie, nothing can really beat like that really like cookie taste. Like you bite into it and it goes, you know what I mean? Like that crisp sound that you have in a cookie. This is not bad. It's more like, I want to say it's like in between like a cake. I'm not even sure if you can see it, but it's like in between a cake and a sort of like, not cookie, biscuit type of thing. So, but definitely if you're dieting, it's like really good. And plus the macros are hella good on it too. So, for y'all that don't know, Rohan K. Taylor, what's up? RKT. By the way, check out his course on starting a clothing brand and shit. He's a really good dude. I did an interview. Last RH letter, I sent y'all a link to our interview. So check him out. He's really cool. More shameless plugs. I actually did a video with Mudit recently. It was pretty dope, man. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I think YouTube, like recently, I've been really focused on it, but it's really cool to see my channel growing even without me putting in the hard effort. People are reaching out to me. Everything is like sort of falling together, and You know, there's always like 10 billion things I want to do, but I realize that if I want to get good at anything, I just need to prioritize that bullshit, man. This is a bomb ass cookie. I'm gonna finish the rest later in the thing. Next thing up, we got my Power Crunch bar. This one is about, let's see, 11 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 6 grams of sugar, 13 grams of fat. So it's like not the most keto friendly thing, but it's not gonna throw off your keto diet. But sometimes, I don't know, do you ever get that feeling where you're just like, fuck, I want to, like, I'm craving something but I can't have it. So I think these are like, this is one of the things that I would actually try to eat. Another thing that I always look for in my like snacks and shit is that there's no artificial like sweeteners or anything like that. So I don't fuck with sucralose or Splenda. I don't fuck with aspartame, sweet and low and all that shit. The only sweeteners I ever do, if I do a sweetener, is probably what's that called? Stevia. So yeah. Moodit says, it was a great time for show. Where are you living these days again? Well, right now, currently I'm in Boston. But, yeah, man. Probably one of the reasons why I wanted to start my stream earlier, because I don't want to get too late. I still got mad shit to do. No lie, after my brother's graduation, I knocked out for 16 hours. I don't think I've ever knocked out that long before, but yeah. Let's try this bitch. Ugh. So we got that red chocolate inside. Dry wafer. Let's see. No. Sort of tastes the red velvet. But if you ever had like protein bars, it always has that metallic-y taste to it. So it's not like a deal breaker, but no, it's not the best. Personally, I like the chocolate one and the mint one. Those are bomb as fuck. They're good. I guess if I'm feeling like a red velvet type of thing, maybe I'll eat this shit, but anyways. Anyways, guys. How did you meet Matt Tram? Good story. By the way, those who are watching this video today, this is more like a freestyle stream. I was going to do freestyle stream today, so let's talk about anything. If you want to message me, go ahead. But I'm going to tell my story of my pharmacy school too in a bit. But how I met Matt was back in the day. I think he only had like 5,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time. But we were just like kicking it and stuff. And we were at this like hotel party or something like that. My friend's friends were coming down for like Coachella or something like that. And then they got a hotel room in downtown. And so we all meet there. My friend brings over Matt and his friend like Priscilla and shit. I wrote an article about her too, but anyways, yeah, so we're down in downtown, we just kick it. He tells me about YouTube. I was just started Refugee Hustle at the time, so we just got along then. At the time too, I had a penis piercing, and I actually showed it to Matt and a whole bunch of other people that day. But ever since then, we've been friends, and it's Matt. I'm very lucky to have Matt because he's just like one of those friends where I can just hit up if I'm thinking about something. He can snap me out. He's like, I don't know. It's really fun because you don't really. I never realized how rare it is, but to have friends that are really into business and who are a lot better than you and who are more experienced is a great feeling, man. I just love having those friends because how are you expected to get any better if you're not surrounded by people that you want to be like, you know? Yeah, man. And we just like, we talk about our lives, our problems all the time, and it's just like one of those people that just understands and gets it. I know he like online, he's like, He rages a lot, but he's actually a really cool person in real life too, man. He's very caring. Uh, yo, David. David Yee, what the hell? Do you have a live stream schedule? Kevin, my bad. I do. It's every, I should post it on my banner, actually. Maybe I will, but it's about, typically when I live stream, it's about 6 p.m. California or Pacific Standard Time. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. If I do more, I do more, but typically that's when I stream around. So yeah, you can check it out. I had one email from a fan. He's like, "Dude, you should post up your stream time," but yeah, I just haven't gotten to it. Kevin, what's your Blockfolio at? I'm up to 20K this month. I'm at 10K right now. So I stopped investing in a lot of crypto recently, but I'll probably do some reinvestments this month actually. So yeah, man, because there are some good buys right now too. So you're higher than me probably for crypto. I only have like very little in crypto. I think I did initial investment of 5K. So I'm still up, but pretty good, man. Anyways, what I really want to talk about during this stream was my title. Wait, it's this way. How my friend almost got kicked out of pharmacy school. It's really interesting because I was talking to one of my brother's friends yesterday, right? Let's give him a name. Let's see. What name should I give him? I'll give him the name Dan, and we'll say his last name is Win. Anyways, so I was meeting like a bunch of my friends, and I've known Dan for a while. He like goes to kung fu school sometimes. He like does certain things, right? So I just met him there, and he was telling me this crazy story in pharmacy school, where, you know, I think it was like his like P2 year. He was at one of these pharmacy schools, right? And the dean actually called him, and he's like, "Dude, we need to talk right away." So automatically, Dan was like shitting his pants. He was like, "Oh fuck, what happened?" You know? So he goes in the office, and he's just like, the dean was like, "Yo, Dan, you've been fucking up. You've been fucking up. Like, dude, you're not even supposed to be in pharmacy school. You're a convicted felon. No one told me that you did an armed robbery in California and all this shit." And it turns out there's another guy. There's another guy with the same name and same birthday out there, which was fucking crazy. So school thought he was a convicted felon in California, even though he's never lived in California. He never did any of that shit. But they're about to kick him out of school. And he was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck do I do? Should I lawyer up?" So he goes to a lawyer, about 5K. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, dude, the school fucked up. They should have done their due diligence, man. Like, Social Security or something else, you know? But man, like, they just jumped to conclusions and shit. But long story short, I think like after fighting it or something like that, they finally realized it wasn't him and he's going back. But man, imagine, here's the thing. Imagine going to, like, you're doing your finals, right? And then you get dropped with this news that you're going to get kicked out of pharmacy school. How do you think that's going to impact you? And how do you think that's going to impact your future? Very, very fucking scary. And that's why I'm just like, yo, some of these pharmacy schools are fucking vicious, man. They don't do their due diligence. They just like fucking assume shit and just like automatically try to kick you out. But luckily, my friend Dan, he's doing his rotations now. He's expected to graduate next year. I think maybe he got pushed back a year because of this whole fucking fiasco. So ridiculous. And that's the thing about Vietnamese people, man. That really sucks that somebody can use your name, same birthday, same everything. Like, come on, let's be real. How many Vietnamese names are there? There's like Tran, Nguyen, there's Lee. I'm forgetting one more. Fuck, I can't remember. But like, let's be honest, there's not a lot of Vietnamese names, right? There's a lot of Vietnamese people. It's not that hard to like mix up the birthdays and stuff like that, and be like convicted or something like that. So it's really crazy, man. Imagine checking your portfolio every day, and when you check your wallet, you've been hacked. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean that's why I say like keep your shit on a ledger or keep it on a cold wallet. That's the best thing. For y'all that don't know, so I'm gonna break down crypto, the 4 ways you can hold it. So one of the first ways you can do is hold it on an exchange. So that's like your I don't know, your Coinbase, your GDAX, your Kraken, your whatever exchange you hold it on, you can just keep it on the exchange. The only problem is these exchanges get hacked a lot. You might have heard something called Mt. Gox, where there was like an absurd amount of bitcoins that were stolen off the server and shit. So keeping it on an exchange is not very safe. So what do you do? Well, there's 4 ways you can do it. I think the first way, you can just memorize it. It's very secure. No one can hack into your brain, right? But you can easily lose it and forget it. So, not recommended. There's a paper method where you can just write it down, throw it in a safe. That's very secure, but if anything happens to that piece of paper, you're fucked. Then there's your, soft wallet? I think that's when you can hold it on your phone, you can hold it on your laptop, but if anything happens to that device, it's fucked. And then there's your cold wallet, where it's an off-site type of thing. It's like a USB dongle. You just put it in. It comes in a Ledger and Trezor, but that's considered a cold wallet. So it's not. So you can't really hack into it because it's offline all the time, and you just hold all your coins there. And yeah, that's the most secure way. And let's say like if you lose it or it gets destroyed, you can keep like a password or some shit like that and recover it. So it's very secure. I recommend anybody that has it just go with a fucking cold wallet, man. Pretty good. Kevin, what age should you move at? How much money do I need if I want to move to an apartment? I think I'm 50K in savings. Kevin, it depends where you want to go, man. I think it's like really dope to like tell me where you want to go. But if you can pay for rent, you can move out. I mean, it's really not that hard to move out of your house. But for me, I moved out around college. Been back and forth though, here and there. But yeah, man. So I think around 18, I started living away from home, but not like full time. I think like people say like, oh, live by yourself and all that shit. I mean, living by yourself is cool, but I think it's really good to be back home with family sometimes. Like, I enjoy being back home. It's not very good for my diet, but I enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with my family and shit. That's something I really want to prioritize more and more, man. But if you have 50K in savings, you have more than enough to move out. But yeah. Moodit says, sorry, I'm going to try to pronounce your name right, man. It's pretty funny. I always fuck it up. That's scary, says Moody. Would you consider getting an MBA? So, rather than like, let me give you like one tip about, okay, so let me give you the tip if you're deciding to move out or do a degree or not. Because I feel like a lot of people will go through this situation. They graduate from school. They don't like their job. They want to escape some different field. Oh shit! Hold on. They want to try something. They want to try something new, right? So they think, oh, let's go to school. Maybe that will give me a new career change or give me something else that I want, right? LK, what it do, LK. And so then they just like, oh, maybe I should get my MBA. And I feel like a lot of people just rush into MBA and stuff. My dog is going fucking crazy. Bobo, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways. Yeah, so a lot of people go into that. They're not sure what to do with their life. So they're like, oh, shit, maybe I need a career change. I'll just go back to school, you know? Without really thinking about, like, what, like, rather than reverse engineering it. So that's why you'll see a lot of people go from, like, from one career to like pharmacy, one career to like med school, one career, to like, they'll just do a whole career change and want to go back to school. The only problem with that, if you're not balling and if you're not balling and school can get very expensive, That's not like a easy, like, 10-minute decision that doesn't really impact you. Throwing yourself in like 200K debt can really impact your decision, or 100K debt. I think it's 100K for MBA. It depends what program, roughly. But yeah. And is it a bad decision? Not always. I'm not saying it's a bad decision, but I think it's better. It's a better strategy to do this instead. What you want to do is actually look for, if you want to work a typical 9 to 5 or like a job, you don't want to be your own business owner. You don't want to be an entrepreneur. Hell, look at some positions that you really want to do. I'm talking about, know the exact job title that you want. Take a look at the exact job title and look at their history. See what kind of things that they did. That's almost like, sometimes like people's LinkedIn profile, it's like a roadmap for what you can be too. If you take a similar step or the same steps, maybe you'll get there one day, and it can provide a better roadmap for you. So for example, let's say I want to be like, I don't know, a financial analyst in the drug companies like Amgen or something like that. So I would try to look up somebody, I don't know like all the fucking positions and shit, but let's say it's financial analyst, right? So I'm looking at them and they're like, I'm looking at these positions. I look at like maybe 5 of them. Let's say 3 out of the 5 have MBAs. Or let's say, no, let's give a larger number. Let's say 17 out of the 20 profiles that you read, these people all have MBAs. So in that case, an MBA might be worth it. But I would actually take a step further, talk to those people, and ask them, hey, do you think an MBA is actually necessary to get this job? After all, there are 3 people that don't have it, and you can actually reach out to those people too. So I would do that. I think it always pays off to do your upfront research rather than try to scramble at the end, because you put in all this work, all this time, all this school work for something. So why not just shortcut what we want instead of trying to, like, I don't know, bullshit it along the way. But if you want to open your own business, I would say, fuck the MBA. Learn it by yourself. Go through the school of hard knocks. Get a really good mentor. Start surrounding yourself around people in that field who are very successful. Start talking to them. Because it's really weird for me. Ever since I started watching Dan Locke's videos and taking notes. Like, I take extensive notes, man. Like, even on his YouTube videos. Okay, I'll show you my notebook. Let's see. Yeah. I took hella notes. This is all from yesterday, actually. All from yesterday. Sometimes you don't have physical access to people that you really want to be around with, right? But that's what YouTube is, such a great thing. Go watch my videos, take notes on my videos, or go around people that you're really inspired by. Take notes by their videos. Start immersing yourself, and you'll start speaking like them, talking like them, and being like them as well. So highly recommend that. Yeah, because I think like there's a difference between classroom like business and real business. Dan Locke was like, I remember the story that Dan Locke told me, and he was just like, I think it was the story of him like going into a business school and just being like, listening to this professor, and then him calling out the professor was like, this is bullshit, it doesn't work in real life. I'm like, damn! That's one thing I always respect about Dan Locke too. He's kind of like this Asian fob guy with this accent, but he has the balls to really speak out his mind. And even for me, I feel like I'm getting the balls to really speak my mind. Tell people straight up, no, you are a distraction in my life. No, I don't want that. I want this instead. No, I'm focused on this. It's really crazy, but it starts rubbing off on you. It's contagious. It's one of the best things I've ever done with my life, man. Do you have a money market account? Says LK. I think everyone does. Like, if you invest, you have to have a money market account, because you need to transfer your money into a money market account, and then invest into anything. But if you're saying like, if I keep money in my money market account, not really. Which white girls are you into? Says Kevin D. Not into any white girls. Kevin D says, I have a lot in crypto, but I want to make a lot more before I move so I don't spend it too much on rent, moving. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. How much money is enough for you? Like, how much money do you want before moving on? Because I'll tell you this. You only get older. And the sooner that you want to try out things, the better. Because here's this. Let's say you save up all this money. You spend the next 1 or 2 years, you spend the next 1 or 2 years saving for, like, I don't know, $150K just to move out, right? Then you actually move out and you fucking hate it. You don't like that area. You just wasted all that time. So let me ask you again, how much money do you need to actually live that dream? I'm telling you this, $50K is enough, definitely for 1 year-ish, more, Depends. Live in the boonies, live with roommates, even just try Airbnb for 1 month, see if you like it. At least try it, test it right now before going in balls deep, And the thing is, it's not always about having enough money, it's about the cash flow. Rather, like how much money are you pulling in every month? Are your assets actually paying for your expenses? That's how rich people think. If I were you, shit, 50K plus, I would probably buy a business, man. Go on Empire Flippers and try buy a business. That's what I really want to do. Kevin, I recommend Evernote. OneNote for making business plans and note taking. Evernote's alright. Personally, I like pen and paper a lot of time, and I'll scan into Evernote or scan into like Dropbox or something. Evernote's alright. It's not my favorite. I still use it, but nothing that Google Docs is pretty sick too. But I know everybody uses that, but I like Google Docs. And there's a reason why, like, if you're telling, like, here's another thing about taking notes, right? Yes, you can always type up stuff, you can write faster, but there's something very cerebral about taking a pen and paper and just write it down. That's why I bought my Montblanc pen. I'm very happy about this. This is really cool because I write so much that it's worth it to me. I use this every single fucking day. It's one of the best things I've ever had for myself, so highly recommend. But yeah, man, you just learn a lot better, and the integration and immersion is a lot better when you do it pencil paper, man. Sutton says, "Hey, sup, Kev? What was your very first job? I'm at the age where I'm going to get a simple job, but I don't know where to apply." So my first job was actually at a grocery store, at this store called Russo's. It's in Watertown, Newton area. Kind of like a poor man Whole Foods, right? So I used to push carts. I fucking hated it so bad. I don't know why, but maybe it was like I wasn't getting paid that much. A lot of manual labor. Just fucking sucked ass, okay? So then I quit a month later and actually worked at GNC. I love that job. That job was hella fun. But if I were you, like, picking up those shitty jobs is great. Those high school jobs are some of the most fun experiences of my life. But I would really start, if I was at your age, going back, I would invest in something that really will help build my future. So, like, I'm not saying take an office job or anything like that, but maybe you're, like, really into YouTube. Maybe intern for a influencer or something like that. Or, like, learn how to copyright or something like that. You know? Like, I would even consider working for free in exchange for a high income skill. So something like copywriting, computer programming, stuff like that. Learn from the very best, or learn from someone who's very experienced and let them be your mentor. I think sometimes we chase money too much, and we're shortchanging ourselves in the long run. Hold on for a second. I'm thirsty. Fuck. Damn it. There's no more LaCroix. Well, it looks like my brother has this vitamin Water is zero, so I guess I'll be drinking that. Sarah Dotson, what's up? Um, yeah, man. I think, but yeah, like, dude, do an interesting job, man. Hopefully, one of these days, when I generate enough cash flow again, I can hire people out. I'd be happy to have people working for me and shit too. Oh, I don't know why, but after I drank like this vitamin water zero and I ate this nasty power crunch, it just left. It tasted like really bad in my mouth. Holy shit! Hey guys, if I did a mukbang, would you guys be interested too? Maybe I'll do like a keto mukbang or something like that. Um, Kevin D says, thanks for advice. I'm only 20, but I feel like the stress of studying full time and moving out are a bit too much. I'll tell you this, Kevin. You want to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, right? Just because you think you can't handle it means that you're growing. If it makes you uncomfortable, you're growing. That's where people get so comfortable sometimes. I see it with a lot of my friends. I see it with a lot of other people. Hey, if you're happy with your life, that's fine. But when you don't get the stuff that you want, don't come bitching. It's because you don't put yourself in difficult enough situations, where you have to struggle. For me, that's something I'm working on, man. That's why I decided to just take a break from pharmacy, just make my business grow, baby. Because it makes me nervous. It makes me hella nervous sometimes because it's like something new that you don't think you're really good at, but when you have that mentality of like this is uncomfortable but I'm gonna make it work, you work that much harder. Kevin, you into girls do porn? I am into girls do porn. I think it's really corny. I like all the Asian girls and stuff, but girls do porn is kind of cringy, but I like it. Fuck, I'm not gonna lie. 50K, mad risky to drop on your business that might make you money. Yeah, I guess like everything's fucking risky though. I think it's important to have multiple streams of income, multiple streams of revenue, right? But that's why like I haven't used Empire Flippers, but I really like the concept of it, where you can buy an existing business that actually brings you cash flow. That's like pretty much doing a joint venture with someone. It's pretty cool. Laugh my ass off. Thanks for the advice, baby. Yeah, of course, man. What are your big Kevin D says, what are your biggest regrets in terms of relationships, wealth, and personality? Okay. I think personality, I'll tell you this straight up. I wish I had found better mentors growing up rather than listen to my fucking parents all the time. Key rich dad tip, find a really good mentor. Um don't listen to your fucking parents. Your fucking parents love you very much. Sometimes they mean the world, but they are so biased. They like my mom or dad, like they used to give me money advice, and I was just like, at a certain point, it's just like, bitch, like I want to be a multimillionaire, man. Why am I listening to someone who, like, who work? Don't take it wrong. Like they work very very hard. My parents worked very hard to get what I want, but sometimes to go the extra step, you need to change your thinking, change your habits and stuff. I think I should have looked for a mentor a lot sooner, maybe in college. I would have gotten a lot further. And maybe I wouldn't have had all the self confidence issues and stuff too. So I think that's one, being around people that really want like we could grow together and stuff, and being around people who could like really step me in the right direction, and where I could really grow my high income skills. Wealth. I think investing wise, I'm actually pretty happy where I am. But I think more business wise, I wish I finished my business earlier. But here's the thing, like, um, in some sort of ways, I think it worked out very beautifully because I don't think I could have really handled the business back then. I wasn't in the right mindset. Even right now, I'm still chugging through it. But now that I have a good mentor, it makes it a lot easier, right? Relationships. I wish like with my relationships that again, maybe I wish I took a relationships class earlier because there's so many things like about a relationship that I did not consider before. It's kind of like the it's kind of like the being around rich people type of thing that I was just talking about a moment ago. My whole life I've been raised around really fucking dysfunctional, broken relationships. My mom and dad always fought. Like seriously, there was times where I thought my parents were gonna get a divorce, but they didn't because, Chinese superstition, well, not superstition, but like it has a very negative connotation in Chinese like culture and shit. So they just stay together. I witnessed a lot, a lot of my family members go through the same shit, even go through divorce. I never really had any strong like relationships in my life or happy relationships. So if I'm surrounding myself around these people, how the fuck am I supposed to have a good relationship? Well, you can't. So I wish I like kind of corrected that earlier, took a relationship class earlier, and kind of learned through that. Because it's right now it's like blind leading the blind. It's like, yo, you might have some dope ass homies, but a lot of time they're going through the same shit as you too, which I mean has its own merits and own benefits, right? Talking about your relationships and stuff, but a lot of time it's like blind leading the blind, man. And having a really good mentor in that department. That's why I'm just like, mentor is very cringe. That word is actually very cringy to me. I don't like that word, but I feel like it's important to surround yourself around top performing people in certain areas of your life. Do I listen to my mom about all that sort of stuff, like about money and all that? Hell no. But I do listen to her about like some of the things like working hard or learning how to give, and a lot about my Chinese culture that I don't know. I respect her a lot, and she's like one of the top people that like with that stuff. So. But yeah, I think that's like the biggest regrets I've ever had in terms of relationships, wealth, and personality. For those 12, by the way, for those 12 people that are watching this, make sure to hit my like button, baby. So this video can get seen, motherfuckers, because my views have been dropping. And what's really crazy is that my video with Angela is like trending like crazy. It was at 29K like the other day. Now it's at 35 or some shit like that. Anyways, Al K says, do you know anyone in the healthcare field that got licensed with a criminal background? I know some people that currently, like, I don't know if it's like a felony charge or anything like that. I don't know, to be honest with you. How's your NoFap going? I stopped doing NoFap a long time ago. Tim Ferriss is my #1 mentor. Tim Ferriss is good. I used to follow him. I really like his philosophy. He's the first one to introduce Pareto's principle to me, but he's okay. Like in my life. See, here's the thing. Like when I look for a mentor too, like or look for someone who's a lot better than me, I look at their lifestyle too. Is it always the lifestyle I want? I think Tim Ferriss, he really kind of captivates the more logical thinkers, right? Or step by process thinkers, like people like engineers and scientists and stuff like that, because he has a very like, if you do A, B, or C, that step of approach, right? So people who are very strong in that aspect, like I think Tim is great for that. But for me, like I don't know, I think, and then you have your Gary V type of people who are very like I don't know, like more emotionally driven, which is dope. I think I'm one of those people. Like you're either motivated by fun or something like that. Like there's different type of mentors, so you just gotta find who's good for you. And that's one of the things I love about YouTube is because you can get into a person's mind and attitude and perspective about life through learning through someone online. So just like me for pharmacy, I give you my perspective of like the person I am. Like I'm not like like necessarily a logical thinker. I can be. There's aspects of that. I learned it through pharmacy school. But my natural personality is like I love to be fun. I love to be very emotional. Like I'm that type of person. So if you're really drawn to that, I'm a great person to follow. But if you're not drawn to that, maybe I'm not the best person to follow. Fortunately, like I think a lot of pharmacy people are actually probably the more engineer type of thinking type. If you ever watched Dan Locke's Four Personality Types, really great video. I would say if you watch it, there's like four different gems. So there's the rubies who are the go-getters, the alpha type. They're A-type personalities. They love goal setting and stuff. There's the sapphires, which are like me, fun. They love people, but they love the fun, the big picture. They're inspired by very positive people. Then there's the pearls. So these are the people that you're think about it like your mom. Very a lot quieter. They also love people. Very very loyal. You know, but they have trouble saying no a lot of time. And then you got your emeralds, which are like your engineer type. They're very logical thinkers. A lot of them are actually your cheap Asian dads because they're always thinking about money and shit. Yeah. So those are four personality types. I know what's her name? I saw her a while ago at Rumi's Forefront. There's like other people have different frameworks too, like the obligers. I can't think of that girl's name. She did a pursuit. Gretchen Rubin, right? She has her for the four types too. But I like Dan Locke's because it's very intuitive for me, and I think the people I attract are definitely like more the pearl sapphire. So people who really care about people and impact more. So I'm not much of the like step by step person, even though I can do it. But I'll be honest, I have like tendencies of all of them in myself. So it's not like we're locked down into one, but typically you have one dominant one and a secondary one, which is very interesting. Like for me, I'm a sapphire pearl, so I'm primary sapphire. Like, come on, I pierced my dick, all right? That is a sapphire thing to do. And then I just love people, which I don't know, like that's my pearl side where I took that from my mom. So, yeah. But I got really sidetracked. But yeah, find a mentor that fits your pearl type. So definitely watch Dan Locke's Four Personality Types. About an hour long, but really good watch, and it'll change the way that you talk to people. Currently studying for finals. Did you have any tips for learning HIV meds? A lot of mnemonics. And for me, like I'm a pictorial thinker, so a lot of times, I think going back, I probably like print out like the labels or the actual like bottles and stuff, and write certain things about it, and just remember it that way, because for me, I don't know, there's something like, okay, let's say if I had a bottle of Truvada, right, and I looked at it, I just started remembering that stuff, like, there's something about having something physical in your hand that helps me jog my memory and stuff. That's one way to do it. But honestly, if you want a more practical way, because let's be honest, you don't have time to do that shit in farm school all the time. Just increasing your reps, man. So a lot of time how I would study, and keep in mind I wasn't real high, but I got a lot better as I went through school. But I would just rewrite my notes over and over and over again. That really helped jog my memory, and I would explain and talk myself through like the notes and stuff. So that's how I did it. But for HIV, I know it's very very tough. There's a lot of different combinations that you need to learn. So I would learn I remember my drugs I can't think of like a drug and like off the top of my head, but think of the base combo, and like a lot of these HIV drugs, they'll add one more ingredient, right? And so I just remember like Truvada plus blah blah blah, And so everything for Truvada, everything for that, but trying to build off your existing, and what I'm trying to say is building off your existing knowledge actually helps for your HIV meds. You're 40% done with your life. I just realized. Johnny, phosphocholine, and serine help a lot. Yeah, that actually is true. I was actually really into what's that called? Nootropics for a while. I used to take paracetam. Used to take a lot of like the alpha, like different sort of cholines and stuff like that. Personally, I liked it. It would be an extra kick in my day. These days, I do a lot of mushrooms and stuff. Not like psychedelic mushrooms or anything like that, but I've been doing like mushroom coffee and stuff like that. Really great stuff. So I don't know if it works, but I like it. I feel like it makes a difference. It could be placebo effect for all I know. What is your opinion about Kanye recently? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blocked that shit out. From what I know, Kanye and like something about Donald Trump and all that bullshit. I don't know. I think Kanye went fucking crazy. I used to be a huge Kanye fan, Backpack Kanye, man. But I don't know, man. Maybe he's like hyping up his next album. Who knows? That fool has not made any music in a long ass time. Kevin D is Kong is what I strive to be. Kong is actually really cool. I met him in person. He has a cute little dog. I would probably fuck with Kong too. Like I would say he's a really good person to follow. Good work life balance, impact. He has all that. So he's funny too. Kev, I found you when I was deciding to go whether into finance, engineering, or pharmacy. Yeah, Dan Locke is good. Dan Penna too. I tend to get motivated by tough love. See, Dan Locke is very interesting because Dan, like on the surface, it's like he's this fob, like this is why you fucking Paul. But he had, I don't know how to say it. He, I think his major, like, why he's so profound is not the stuff he says. He doesn't say new shit. But his focus and attention to detail, the way he delivers his content is gold, you know? I really like it because I am a sapphire, so I'm very, like, unorganized and stuff, which I'm trying to work on, actually. Especially with my content and the way I speak and the way I think now. I try to be a lot more deliberate and focused with stuff, because I'm that type of person, like, oh, let's eat this, let's like blah blah blah, oh, dog over there, cat over there, like I don't always get fucking distracted, right? Like almost ADD brain. But ever since I started with Dan Locke, I've just been extremely focused, and it's really great for me. Dan Penna is like he's on another level, man. Always working hella hard. He's never stopping to work, but I don't agree with all his life principles, but definitely money principles. It's great. And as you read more people, you realize it's cool to be like people, but you want to be yourself. You want to be a fucking Dan Penna. You want to be a Dan Locke. You want to be a Kong. You have your own personality. Let the world see it. That's fucking important. And that's why I love these people, but I want to be a fucking Kevin Yee, man. There's no one else that can be like me. I'm very different from a lot of people. I feel like my like main thing is like, dude, I'm just very real to people, and I'm relatable. More than a lot of these other YouTube people. Am I the best at it? Maybe not yet, but I know I can be. That's the thing. So let me ask you, what are you possibly the best at? If you put in enough work, what can you be world class at? You know? What was the hardest year of pharmacy school for you in what class? See, the thing about pharmacy school, the hardest thing for me was actually trying to stick with it. I think it was during my rotation year, I was doing very well during my rotations. Obviously, most people do very well on their rotations, but for me, it was just like, I don't know if I fit within this. I don't even know if I want to do this shit, man. And that was really hard. But if you're talking about class-wise, I don't know, maybe therapeutics or some shit like that. Maybe cardio. I struggled a lot with that. So I would say maybe that. You ever dated a blonde/silver-haired ABG? How was it? Have I ever dated a blonde? Silver? No, I never dated a girl with silver hair before, really. Blonde. at the time she wasn't blonde, but it's cool to just like mess around with. But like if you're looking for a girlfriend, hell fucking no, don't bring that shit home to mom, man. Kevin D says, did you hear about that guy that ate mushrooms in his front lawn and nearly died? No, but that sounds like retarded, man. Why would you do that? Kev, any advice on ghosting? I would meet girls and guys and talk online a lot, but one weekend I tend to get bored and ignore / not respond to their texts. That's why my relationships haven't been that good. Well, is that a reflection on you or a reflection on them, man? Perhaps maybe one part is like, hey, like maybe one part it might be them, right? But you can't control like that aspect of your life. On the other side, and keep in mind, I'm still fucking single, and I'm not an online dating guru or anything like that. I don't do online dating. But here's the thing, like maybe you're not moving quick enough and really meeting them in person or like whatever, set the initiative and stuff or set the intention. Sometimes like when you talk to people, they might be confused about your intentions and you want to be very, very specific about it because there's some people on, I don't know what type of people are on Tinder, but they want to be friends and shit. So sometimes they might not understand like what your intention is behind something, and sometimes you just gotta make a move. You're gonna lose them anyways. You gotta make a move. Set your intention, man. I feel like alpha male strategies. I don't know if you guys follow that. Actually, my boy Matt introduced me to him. This is how his video starts. What up, guys? Today I'm gonna talk about fucking bitches and why not to let a bitch like tell you what to do. No, that guy's hella funny, man. I don't know. For the longest time, like, so, where's my cell phone? So for the longest time, I'm not sure if you guys ever shoot videos, but for the longest time, this guy used to shoot it like this, right? But you always get the freaking annoying black bars on the side, right? So that's why you shoot like this, so you don't get those black bars. But this guy, he amassed a huge following just shooting like this, which tells me, fuck, it's really not about video quality. It's really about fucking content, how good your actual content is. Wonderful. I was like, damn, this guy is fucking good. I'm trying to learn how to make more engaging content, man. Why didn't you go for Thirsty Sylvia? There's nothing against Sylvia. She is the down ass homie, but it's like, I don't know. I don't wanna say too much. I guess there's nothing against Sylvia, but I think like for me right now, it's not about girls. It's not about dating. It's about focus. I want fucking business, son, and I don't know. Like it's just not my priority. I don't even think about relationships. I feel like, hey, you know, Sylvia is a really good girl. She's gonna make an awesome like waifu for someone, but is she for me? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of girl is good for me, but I'm not trying to figure it out right now. Fuck that shit. Single, aren't you dating someone? Playa, lol. I am, but we're not like committed. You know, very different. Actually, it's pretty interesting. The other day I don't want to say got into a fight, but I told her straight up like, you're not my priority right now. You're not like. She was like, am I a distraction? And I was pretty blunt. I was like, yeah, you are. I don't think it's something I would have ever said before, but I feel like it's very important to be very truthful about your intentions in life. And if you're going to do something, fucking do it right, man. Don't like half-ass it. And for me, I always tell people, hey, this is like, I want my business. I want to fucking take my grandma and my whole mom's side on a trip to Hawaii and China. That is the shit I want. I want to fucking go to Thailand so I can fulfill my dad's dream. Like right before, I want to make at least 100K this year off Refugee Hustle and online products. I want to get my blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Anything that is not like on that fucking dream board that I wrote does not matter right now. You know, is not my primary focus. So, might sound very harsh, but you can't let people manipulate you and tell you what you want in life. Because there's only one person that can tell me what I want in life. That's fucking me, dude. You know? I'm not saying that don't enjoy your family, don't enjoy your friends, right? Like, there's a reason why I'm out in fucking Boston right now for my brother's graduation. But, you know, when you're asking me to commit and when I knowingly don't want to, no one can ever force me to do that. Trap or die, son. But I care about her a lot, but it's just like, hey, you know, this is what I want. And I'm not going to be apologetic. Sorry, I don't feel this way. No, this is how I fucking feel, you know? And I'm very unforgiving about it. It's about fucking time that I'm unforgiving and actually give myself. Dan Locke always says this one thing that always sticks in my mind. Fucking save yourself first. Don't try to save others. Those other people don't want to be fucking saved, you know? So that always like rings through my head. Tough, probably. You know, Kong has a relationship issues too. He just finds flaws in people. Too many from years to pick up. If it's important to you, do whatever it takes. How are your public speaking skills? I wouldn't say like I'm a master public speaker. I don't even know. I know for me, my speech patterns, I say a lot. I say a lot. I say what? Like, I don't know. But I don't know. Like, I think I can tell like pretty interesting stories. I can tell definite tearjerkers because I have in the past. But I've never really had a formal training for public speaking. I would love to do it someday. Maybe not right now, but maybe one day when I want to tell my story, son. It's rare to find someone who will stick by your side, though. The way you're treating her, mad respect. Yeah, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not grateful for her. She is very like she's ride or die by my side all the time, right? Very rare to find, but I'll tell you this, you know, the person who is meant to be in my life will fucking understand what I'm trying to do. And if you look at the long term, then it's worth it. Hell, is there a chance I might be single? Hell yeah, could be. But when I'm ready for a relationship, I'm going to be focused and I'm going to be like a fucking kick-ass boyfriend. That's I want to be a fucking kick-ass dad for my fucking kids. But how can I have a good relationship if I'm always worrying about fucking money? If I'm always worrying about going to work, being stuck in a job I don't like? How is that healthy? It's not healthy, you know? So, like, I'm so grateful for her. She is very sweet to me. She's very good. But if she ends up leaving me because of this, hell, I mean, it's worth it, you know? Because I want to focus on the things I care about the most. It's not because I'm selfish. I have to be selfish to be selfless, to give to my mom, to give to my family, to give to people I fucking love, you know? And I'm willing to sacrifice it. Not a problem for me. But and don't get me wrong too. It's not like I find flaws in her and shit. And it's like, no, like you're this, you're that. I'm actually very okay with that too. You know, like with flaws. Like no one's perfect. Okay. Um, and I'm consistently getting better at that because I used to do the same thing for myself. I'm just like I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. Blah blah blah. But it's just like focus. You know, that's the key word. Focus, discipline. You cannot get what you want in life if you're not focused, man. What's your thought about taking propanolol for public speaking? I know a few people that do it. I don't really have any thoughts. If it works, man. But it's only for symptomatic like thing. If your heart is racing, it's going to slow it down. Stuff like that makes people less nervous. If you got paid 10 Bitcoin to go back to college for a year, would you do it? What's your TLDR? Didn't read Virginia story. Stay real, man, says New Founder. Thanks, man. So my virginity story. 10 Bitcoin. How much is 10 Bitcoin? 10 Bitcoin is about like 40K. to go back to college for a year. That's like doing a residency, man. I don't know if I would do it. Not worth it. I would say no because doing college is not something I want. It's not on my kill board, man. Brian Funk says easy mode focus equals Adderall. Fucking yo, for y'all that don't know, go on Brian's page and call him an Adderall junkie. No, just kidding. That kid snorts Adderall like candy, man. Just kidding. But my virginity story. Yeah, so I remember back in high school, this girl was trying to, it was my girlfriend, right? And then I remember at 17, she tried to mount me. I was like, no, I have to wait. I have to wait until I'm adult, until I'm a man. So I just made her wait. I think it was like 6 months. I was like, no, we cannot fuck like that. And then I waited, and it was my birthday. I was like, shit, I'm gonna get laid. And I was like, yeah, slay, son, slay. So we have a birthday party. I can't remember. I think it was like, I want to say my birthday party when I was like 18 was like, I think we went to the 7-course beef thing in Dorchester at like this place called Unhung or something like that. Yeah, but we were there, and then I remember late at night, like I remember we start when I looked at the clock, it was like 12:01, and then we start going at it. I was like, oh my god, this is the best feeling ever. This is so good, you know what I mean? Like, cause I didn't fucking know, you know. And for me, it was like a really major moment in my life because a lot of girls never found me attractive. I must have asked out like probably 20 ass girls all in a row, fucking rejected each fucking time. Very embarrassing, very shitty experience because I went through most of my life being like, girls don't fucking like me. I must be fucking ugly or some shit like that. Girls don't like me, man. And I was like, fuck. But this girl was on top of me, and then I was like, yes. And so I like busted nut. When I looked at the clock again, it was still 12:01. That is my virginity story. New Founder says, stay real, man. That's awesome. Green Tea says, hello, just got here. Well, you don't sound like that. But yeah, awesome, dude. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:49. So crazy. But I don't know. I think people like make their virginity stories like sound like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like stress virginity so much. And here's the thing: if you are watching this video and you're like, "Oh my god, I need to lose my virginity," it doesn't fucking matter, guys. It really does not matter. If anything, like, yo, work on yourself, man. Like, losing your virginity is fucking easy. That's not the real hard shit in life. Getting laid is not the hard things in life, you know? So, don't get me wrong. I love, like, everybody loves good sex, right? But whether they want to admit it or not, everybody loves some bomb-ass sex. Sleep time, baby. But, seriously, losing your virginity is not everything in life, mother people. Looks like my music stopped. Alright. Sexton says, congrats. Jimmy Zoo says, P1 in August. You're my motivation. I'm glad to hear that, man. What's let me ask you, Jimmy, what's one thing that you like about my channel or about me that you really admire or something? Well, not admire, but that you really respect about me? Kev, if you wanted to do 20 again, what would be your plan? Dude, I want to say when I was 20, I was a different ass person, man. I have very low self-confidence. Not saying I got a lot of self-confidence now, but I'm definitely a lot more confident than I was at 20 years old. But I don't know, man. Like, I think I went through 20. Like, let me try and paint the picture at 20. I was probably around junior. Oh yeah, I was junior year. I had a really kick-ass girlfriend at the time. She was in Hong Kong. I was in America. We were trying to make sweet love and make it work out. I really think like if we probably met at different stages of our lives, maybe I would have actually married this girl. Really crazy. I actually considered it. At the age of 20, I considered marrying my girlfriend at the time, which was ridiculous. She's probably one of the reasons why I have commitment issues. Just kidding. No. But yeah, man, I want to do that. I really want to go into pharmacy school at the time, and I think that time like really taught me some really good lessons. You know, to really focus on a goal and just fucking go for it. Um, but yeah, when I was 20, I wasn't really focused on business. I wasn't really focused on anything else. I was just making money, talking to my girlfriend, and that's all. That was my life, man. If I were to go back, I wouldn't go back. I would keep everything the same. Yeah, I would keep everything the same. When's the product dropping, guys? You know what's so fucking funny? I was actually doing the rough cuts again for my product. I go through, I think, the last module. You know what? It fucking sucked. My fucking Rode Pro, this microphone I use, fucking cut out. So I had to reshoot the product and shit. Oh my god, so much hot work, man. So much suck. But as soon as it's edited and all that is good, I'm gonna drop it. All the other marketing stuff, all that is all done. So it really comes down to just the editing. So I'm like editing like I think it's 25 videos, 26 videos. So you can't imagine like how long it fucking takes. If it takes me a long, that's why I haven't been posting on YouTube because I'm like editing on my free time. I'm trying to get my friend to edit it, but dude, I just haven't uploaded on Dropbox, man. Brian says, Kev D says, Brian, do you mix Adderall with anything to reduce side effects? Just a sprinkle of Viagra with Adderall usually makes up for an interesting mix. Yeah. Because Brian he can't focus well when he's banging. Why don't you have any white friends? Oh, that's a good point. It's not to say that I don't have any white friends. I actually probably do. I'm trying to think of like all my white friends. I don't know. It's just like with Asian people, you just like I don't know. I just really relate with them a lot. I'm not saying that I hate white people. Fuck white people. Blah blah blah. Your dress is not my culture. You know what I mean? It's not like that, but it's just like, yo, with Asian people, you just relate. It's just easier. You know. Just like with Asian girls, like I think a lot of time it's just easier just to talk about certain things because they just understand, you know. Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't really have anything against white people or anything, but I'm like really trying to think really hard right now if I have any white white friends. I have most of my friends are majority Asian actually. Yeah. Oh God, it is an hour plus. All right, guys, I gotta get ready for sales calls right now. Gonna start practicing. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys next week. Make sure to subscribe, like my video, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully this week I'll get out some new video content for you. I know I've been like really lacking. This week I didn't even do any, but it was my brother's graduation, and honestly I haven't been really that focused on my YouTube as much, but I will be. I have to be. So anyways, guys, thank you for coming my stream. Hopefully you guys can try out this Quest protein cookie and this Power Crunch bar. And fucking Quest and this Power Crunch bar company fucking sponsor me. Gave you a free promo. Take care, mother people. And I'll see you guys later, mother people. Bye. Jimmy says, "Stop. Thanks for stopping by."